Want to know the secret to being successful in life? He said the first way is to be kind, the second way is to be kind, and the third way, you guessed it, is to be kind.
We took Circle the Wagons with the idea of the pioneers. And at the first lesson, we talk about why pioneers circle their wagons, and we get the idea of protection and to help. But it also was a time that the pioneers would talk and discuss their problems and discuss their goals and socialize and just be there for one another. The way we present it is that we're all in this and we're going to help support one another and set goals together.
So we started out by talking a lot about what it means to circle the wagons, to come together as a team. And then after that, we focused on growth mindset and we introduced some major characters.
I'm Sir Speedy.
Yes, she's Sir Speedy. And that represents kids that like to speed through life and not take time to go back and reflect and think carefully about things. We also talked about Mr. Fixed Mindset, people that get very focused on one idea and then can't move beyond that. And we then talked about the Yet I Night. And the Yet I Night comes in, and that's always a learning support teacher. And the Yet I Night encourages students to think about the idea that maybe I haven't mastered this yet, but it's something that I'm going to continue to challenge myself on in the future. And the Yet I Night keeps popping up throughout all the assemblies throughout the year as a constant reminder of how we want to be thinking from a growth mindset perspective.
I don't get it. Yes. Ooh, this doesn't work. Yes. Ooh, I can't do this. Yes.
And each month we reward a student in each classroom with the Pioneer Grit. And we introduce that at the beginning, but the grit is the fact that they don't give up, that they keep working. And that's a way to acknowledge those students in our classrooms that may not always be the high flyers, but who are just plugging away day in, day out, and working their hardest. And we also reward the students that are following the rules and who are always right there at the front and trying to be the positive role models with our Spirit Award each month.
Accept that challenge. Put that hand up and say, challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.
I know that besides helping the kids, I think this helps us. One, it helps us develop that sense of teamwork, which we don't always get to have because we don't always see each other daily. And also reminds us that it's okay if we make mistakes and that we may not get there yet. But so a lot of the messages we share with the students help remind us that we need to be pretty forgiving for ourselves and supportive of one another as well.
And we have to say thank you to Dr. Smecker too, because he completely trusted us and we said we have this idea and he said go with it and gave us free reign to do basically what we wanted to. So that's not true of every district and we really, really appreciate that. I feel as though we've done a pretty good job of incorporating many different aspects of third grade into their everyday lives, and not that this is an assembly that you go to once a month that isn't really connected to their everyday lives, that it's really how we want to live and how we want to represent what pioneer spirit really means.